This is Denise with Modern Priscilla Tarot. Welcome back to my channel. I am so glad that you are all here for this pick a card. We're going to be taking a look at the question, what is next in love? So let's take a look and see what we can see. I have 3 decks set out here today. I have the Mystical Manga Tarot, I have the Everyday Witch Tarot, and I have the Steampunk Tarot. Each of my decks is accompanied by a sphere and an egg here. I have an obsidian sphere, and as with the Manga Tarot. Sorry, I couldn't think of the word. And with the Everyday Witch, I have clear quartz. And then here with the Steampunk, I have lepidolite. All right, my friends, so this is what I'm going to do. I am going to live shuffle, and then I'll be setting out 3 piles, for which then I will invite you to select your pile. I will put timestamps in. That way you can bump around, fast forward as you need to. And, well, with that all being said, let's get started. Okay, here we are. We have pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3. This is our black obsidian, our clear quartz, and our lepidolite. So now, what I'm going to ask you to do is to calm your mind. Think of the question, what is next in love? See where your attention is drawn and select your pile. If you need extra time, please feel free to pause the video. Otherwise, let's get started. Pile number 1. All right, pile 1. Let us see what is going on for you. What is next in love? All right, so let's take a look. All right. Well, coming up here in love, I think that you're going to be meeting somebody or connecting with somebody who is maybe not the best for you. I think, you know, here we've got our devil card. First of all, the devil is never the devil, but it does have to do with kind of feeling that suppressed kind of energy. I always think of like the bad boy or the bad girl, you know, who seems maybe rebellious or intriguing, but they're not necessarily the best for you. This person is probably going to be a lot of fun, a little, like I said, a little bit of a rebellious streak, you know, that maybe is very appealing. But they are not very good at showing their emotions. So there's no real depth to it. So it's kind of the surface stuff that makes it feel like, you know what, this is fun, this is exciting, you know, but there's not depth, you know, there's no meat to the, you know, relationship, at least the way it's blooming. So I think you're going to be tempted by somebody who catches your eye, and it might make you feel like, ooh, you know, I'm really interested in this person. I'm really turned on by this person, you know, whatever. And you're going to want to be taking that and running with that. Here we have our judgment card. And the judgment talks about, starting again in a new way, so it looks like maybe that's not normally what you go for. So somebody who, it's almost like that opposites attract kind of feeling. But again, I don't think you're going to be getting a lot of an emotional connection with this person. And as you go along, as you connect, as you start talking, as you start to get to know each other, things like that, I think that's when you're thinking to yourself, all right, I have to learn to either accept what I can't change and, enjoy what I have here or with this person or not. You're going to be kind of at a crossroads where you're trying to decide, what should I do with this person? Because somehow you're still drawn to them. You're drawn to this person. But we have our 10 of wands here, which it talks about the burden of success, meaning like, okay, you've got this person and he or she is with you, and it's more of a fun kind of thing. That eventually starts to weigh on you. It's a little much. You're wanting that deeper connection. You're wanting to see how it will go and develop into a relationship. So yeah, so let's put on a bridge. I like to put on a bridge here to connect the top row and the bottom row, just to kind of see if we can get some deeper insight. Yeah, but so far, oh yeah, you're going to be dating, coming together. We've got the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is connecting our Devil card to our Chariot. This is kind of like where we've got that rebel person, somebody who might not be so good for us, and then wanting to just really get going, move with it. And we've got our Two of Cups as the bridge. So this talks about, yeah, you're going to have a great meeting. You're going to be, enjoying this. It's going to be really charging you up. It's going to be feeling like it's refreshing and different and, that kind of a thing. So it will feel good. It's not that it won't. It's just, remember what I said here with our King of Swords into our Temperance. There is no meat. There is no depth. There is no layering of the relationship, at least at the initial outset. Not seeing that. But, it looks like you're more than likely going to take that and run with it. Like you're going to just be swept up in the fun and the excitement. Now, the risk of that, like I said, I think that, this person is going to want to stay with you, be with you, but the risk is, do you want that? Is it going to be too much to carry? It starts off as fun and exciting with our Devil card, and that's all well and good, but after a while that excitement fades and we want some more. We want more depth, right? So the bridge from our Judgment, that feeling of, this is so much fun, to feeling like, whoa, I bit off more than I can chew, that kind of a feeling. We've got our Hermit card. So the Hermit is telling me that you ultimately will decide to want to spend some time alone from this person. So it looks like we've got somebody who's fun coming in and somebody who is going to really intrigue you. I feel like they're going to be kind of like an opposites attract kind of thing. And maybe if not opposites, then at least feeling like well, again, I keep wanting to say the rebel, or somebody who's just not good for you, because they're fun and exciting, but there's just no depth. We've got our knight or our King of Swords there saying, nope, we have no depth to this. So let's take a look, and we're going to get an outcome card. Let's just see what we can get as a sum up or additional. All right. So yes, with this person, when you meet them, you are going to need to really, this person has kind of like an immature energy. This is going to be a big kind of, I don't want to say struggle, but it's going to be a conflict in your mind about this. Again, this person is more suited for the fun aspect of it or for the surface level, immature type of relationship stuff. Whether or not that could change over time, that is still left to be seen. But the cards are suggesting that you are going to want to take some time away from this person and try to determine whether or not something can happen. But yeah, it seems like a lot of butting heads, is what I see, and just you're not on the same page, and it's eventually going to wear on you. At first, it's going to be fun, but then it's going to wear on you. Ooh, pile one. What do you think? Ooh, I would love to hear from you. Tell me if this reading resonates for you. Drop a comment, let me know. And of course, if you haven't already, please make sure to hit subscribe before you head out. I never want you to miss out on a video, and it also helps me out so much. So I'd really appreciate it. All right, my friend, thank you so much for letting me read for you. Pile number two. All right, pile two. Let's find out what's going on for you. What is next in love? All right, let's see what we've got. All right. Well, it looks to me like there's some stress going on, some stress and anxiety, perhaps over your love life, or perhaps over a specific person. I don't know if you have somebody in mind, but either way, I definitely see that this is causing you some stress, and some overthinking, and, maybe some restless nights, or trying to distract yourself with other things, trying to focus on other things in your life. But this is still popping up for you, even though you're trying to focus on the other things in your life. You are really focusing, now it sounds like you're turning your attention to finding somebody, or meeting somebody, developing a relationship with somebody. Our Three of Wands talks about wanting to start off on a journey, trying to make it happen, but not quite ready to jump ahead, just not quite ready. So, and that could be because there's just not anybody here to see yet, to get ready with. So, I see that you're focusing a lot of your energy on this. These are pervasive thoughts that keep coming in. And I want to tell you, honey, you're missing out on something else going on in your life right now. You might be, not seeing something or somebody who could potentially be somebody you'd want to spend some time with. Sometimes we have to challenge what we're looking for, meaning we have it in our mind, like what we're expecting or what we want, and that's what we're looking for. And it almost becomes like tunnel vision, like we have glasses on and we can only see what we're looking for, right? So then we're not seeing other things. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't have an idea in mind of what you want out of life, out of a partner, and so forth. I'm not suggesting that. But sometimes we don't see other things because that's all we're looking for. And some of those other things might be awesome. And that's what this is saying. Look at our Knight of Wands, ready to take off, ready to fly away, not seeing the other card behind him. Well, what card is this? It's the Fool. The Fool is taking that brand new step. It's the granddaddy of all new journeys. And our Fool is walking right into our Four of Swords. And this is all about kind of, thinking and trying to reset our direction. So what I'm seeing here, my friend, it looks like you might want to really kind of take a look at where you're looking, what you're looking for, who you're looking for. And again, don't sacrifice what it is you want and need, but really kind of try to identify it, fine tune it. And then, once you get right with that, the right person is going to pop up, but you have to be able to see them. If you're facing the wrong way with your back to it, you're not going to see it, right? If you're just going to be like this witch and fly off, you're not going to see it. You're not going to see it. You want to be like this witch where you're looking and excited and thinking about how to move forward. All right, so let's get a bridge. Let's see what else is going on. I like to put a bridge on, connect the top row to the bottom row. Gives us a little more insight or perhaps additional information. All right, so we've got our overthinking, we've got our kind of anxiety, stress, and then we've got our Knight of Wands just taken off with that idea and not seeing the other things, kind of pigeonholed glasses, right? Well, we've got our Six of Swords as our bridge. And this also talks about not wanting to see it, like running away from it. What are you afraid of, my friend? Think about your ideal person. And then think about yourself in relation to that person. Do you feel like you're not worthy? Do you feel like you don't deserve them? Do you feel like you're not going to meet them? You have to change your mindset, because that is not the case. You carrying around all those thoughts is what is actually holding you back from meeting this person. This other person might even be around and you're just not even seeing them. You're not even seeing them. The Two of Wands is what our bridge is from our Three of Wands and our Fool. So notice it's the 3 and the 2. The 3 was wanting to start off on that journey, and here's the new journey card right there. So we've got all these journeys we want to go on, but we're stopped. Why we're stopped? Because we're stuck in our head. You're not seeing, you are stuck in your head. It's like one of those things, like where we are our own worst enemy sometimes, and you're sort of stuck in your head. You need to get real with yourself. Our Queen of Swords is saying that. This is the bridge from the Queen of Pentacles to the Four of Swords. The Queen of Swords, well, first of all, the Queen of Pentacles, she's sitting there like, you know what? This sounds like an easy, let's just sit here and enjoy where we are. Let's not make anything happen. Let's not change. It's easier to not change, isn't it? It really is. That's what our Queen is doing. But here we have our thinking card, thinking about how can I change? So we've got two opposing energies, right? Well, the bridge connects those, and the bridge is the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Swords says you've got to get real with yourself. This is exactly what I was saying in the beginning. You need to sit there and fine tune what it is you're looking for, and you need to stop feeling sorry for yourself. That's what it looks like with our Nine of Swords here. So kind of take a look at that. Sometimes we do these things and we don't even realize we're doing them until somebody points them out. And here the tarot is trying to point it out to you. So do a little self-reflection. And once you kind of get right with what it is you're looking for, again, try to fine tune it. That doesn't mean change it, but just try to fine tune it. See where there are areas where you might not be having the best self-esteem, or, things like that. Kind of challenge yourself and, get right with it. Get real with yourself. And then we can get ready and be like the Fool and start off on our new journey. And here with our Four of Swords, we're going right into it. And this is where we're thinking and getting ready to plan our next move. So you've got some inner work to do, my friend. That's exactly what I'm seeing here. And that will help propel you into that next phase of getting right with some other love connection. All right, so let's take an outcome card. Let's just see what the outcome is. This will either tell us a sum up message or additional information. Five of Swords. All right. So again, the Five of Swords is saying, you know what? You're running away with your thoughts too quickly. You need to take a step back. This is, it's confirming everything. It's the sum up for sure. You need to take a step back. Our Five of Swords is all about not wanting to rushing forward, doing what we've always done just out of habit or out of, the thought, this is how I've always done it, or this is the type of person I've always been attracted to, or I've always wanted to find. This is talking about challenging yourself on that. Ooh, pile two. This was some really solid advice. What do you think? drop a comment. I would love to hear if this was helpful, if it was insightful. Please let me know. I love interacting with everyone. And of course, if you haven't already, please make sure to hit subscribe. I never want you to miss out, but also it really helps me out. So I would really appreciate it. All right, my friend. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. Pile number 3. All right, pile 3. Let us find out what is going on. Ooh, I dropped one. I saw it, but we're going to put it right there where it belongs. Okay, we're going to put it right where it belongs, and everything is fine. There we go. All right, so let's see what we've got here. Ooh, the first card I flip is the Lovers. What? That's awesome. And there's the one I saw. 9 of Cups. That's awesome, too. 10 of Cups. That's awesome, too. Wow. We've got a lot of great cards for you for love, pile 3. The Lovers. We start off with the Lovers. We're looking at somebody right now. There is somebody around you, somebody near you, somebody you know, somebody you've been interacting with. Something like that. There is somebody there who has the real potential to be kind of like that soulmate kind of love. The Lovers talks about being in love with your best friend. I mean, this is just the all around true love, deep love, soulmate love card. But you're not seeing this person. We got the 8 of Swords right next to it. The 8 of Swords talks about not seeing. Look at, she's blindfolded, kind of being afraid. Being afraid of what? Being afraid of the new journey, this new relationship, this new feeling. This is scary to you at some level. It is making you feel like, I don't know, can I trust this, or am I, are you overwhelmed by your feelings? Perhaps maybe you have doubts. These are things that are all creeping in, and you're not really seeing what to do going forward. I also see that in the same sense, you are feeling that this person is so perfect that you can't wait to get started. So you've got that thing where it's kind of that fun not knowing, sometimes it's fun not to know. That's also, it's part of the fun, especially in the beginning. So that's okay that we don't know what's going to happen. We have our Page of Swords saying that this is going to be super exciting. You're going to jump right in, and you're just going to take off with this relationship and see where it goes. That you got to go into it with the attitude, I'm going to see where this is going to go, and just be open to anything and everything. I see the 9 of Cups here. The 9 of Cups says that you're going to be enjoying a lot of good times with this person. It looks like a lot of potential, going out together. This card has an element of hospitality to it. So it's about, going out to dinner, going out for drinks, that kind of a thing. And if you notice in this particular deck, the artist has shown this as a woman at a pub, and she's saying, come on in and drink all of my cups here. It's that same feeling, that we're getting here for you. This would be all about the fun things you're going to be doing. You're going to be feeling inclusive, or included. I mean, you are perhaps going to be meeting family, and feeling very well received and welcomed. Oh, pile 3, it's looking so good. Now we've got our 10 of Cups here at the end. The 10 of Cups talks about that completion moment, that really emotional well-being, good times. It does have a family element to it as well. So that's where I'm kind of seeing that, the family might be here with our 9 of Cups too, just being welcomed and accepted. And the thought about the future is definitely going to be in there. Notice we've our Lovers and our 10 of Cups across from each other here, diagonal, the start, the finish. So we've got something really exciting coming up for you, my friend. Really exciting. Let's get a bridge. I like to put a bridge on to see how the top row connects to the bottom row. Got something exciting coming. Oh, yes, and the Ace of Pentacles right on that. We've got another new opportunity. Well, not another. It's the same new opportunity. Another card, though, showing opportunity. We've got our Ace of Pentacles. This is somebody's wanting to spend a lot of time with you. This person is going to want to spend a lot of time with you, which is great. Getting to know each other is part of the journey, right? It's going to be great, though. I see with the Lovers and the Ten of Cups, it's just looking really good. So, you're not maybe trusting that it's going to be great at first. Maybe it's like too good to be true feeling at one point, but you're feeling included. You're starting to feel that really emotional well-being kind of feeling. And it's bridged by our Page of Cups. The Page of Cups, this is somebody who just enjoys the little things, wants to relax. I think you guys are going to be spending a lot of time together. I think it's going to be a lot of cozy moments, a lot of cuddling moments. You guys, again, are going to be spending some time doing some fun things. That appears to be more creative things, quiet things. So not so much out at the club dancing on tables, but more like, why don't we go to the museum, or why don't we go to a movie, or things like that. They're a little more solitary, or at least more quiet, that kind of a thing. So that's good. That's good. And then here we've got the journey that you're just seeing where, let's get started. And is this too good to be true with our family? And it's bridged by Temperance. Temperance is the ultimate balance and harmony card. This is pulling together two things and balancing them. This is going to be a well-balanced relationship, even though it is seeming so perfect at first and starting off, you might be feeling it at some point like this is too good to be true, or there's something else I'm not seeing, or something like that. You might be doubting it or second guessing it. Well, our Temperance card is here to say it is, just make sure you're balanced and everything is going to be just fine. You just have to make sure there's balance, and this also implies that the balance is there for you. So it's just being aware of that, making sure to you being full throttle in the beginning. I'm so excited, I can't wait to see you, and this and this and this. That's, of course, at first, that's natural, that's normal, that's exciting, that's totally what you would expect. But at some point, that regular life does settle in a little bit, and I think that's where our Page of Cups moments come in, where we're sort of calming down, and maybe we're just doing some more solitary, cuddly type things. That's what the Temperance card is talking about, balance. It can't be full throttle all the time. You got to have the balance. You got to have the quiet moments too. So I think that's what Temperance is popping up for. All right, so let's get an outcome card. This is either going to be a sum up or maybe an additional message. So let's see what else we can get. Oh, yeah. This is the Judgment card. All right. So this is talking about starting again, starting something in a new way. So, this is definitely a good card for a rebirth kind of moment. Feeling like this relationship has sort of just opened up your eyes. The clouds have cleared. You're feeling good. So ultimately that is the outcome. So pile 3, this is a really strong love reading for you. It looks like something exciting is coming in that's going to be solid and lasting. And we've gotten there's just a little bit of advice about make sure you keep it balanced. But otherwise, it looks like family's going to be great. Friends are going to be great. You guys are going to spend time together, snuggly time, out and about, at the dinner, and then, you've got it all. So this looks great, pile 3. How exciting. Woo! Well, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. I hope this was exciting for you. And if you haven't already, I would like to ask if you could please go ahead and hit subscribe. I never want you to miss out on a video. Plus, it really helps me out, so I would really appreciate it. All right, pile 3. Thank you so much for letting me read for you.